Welcome to Crystal Bridges Art Museum in Bentonville, Arkansas for America 250, 250 Years of American Art, and veterans get in for free.
The America 250 art exhibition at Crystal Bridges in Northwest Arkansas, while literally a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, I actually had a lot of mixed feelings about. I have a lot of mixed feelings about the 250th anniversary of the United States in general, for good or ill. But given that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, I felt I would have been a fool not to go see this exhibition. And considering that, as I said at the beginning of this video, veterans get into special exhibitions at Crystal Bridges for free of charge, well, what the hell? What the hell may as well. I literally had nothing to lose. The best way I could think to describe this entire exhibition is 250 years of complication. Complicated stories, complicated emotions, complicated subject matter, complicated and yet complex. 250 years of the ordinary and the exaggerated, great and small, complex and mundane, all intersecting and overlapping together. Not necessarily always in harmony. I certainly wouldn't call it a great melting pot. I would describe 250 years of American art more like a human, social, political, well-mixed stew. Chunks of various ideological, economic, and ethnic backgrounds, ever steeping and ever bubbling, often bubbling over, making a bit of a mess, sometimes on the other side of the pot that you can't see very well.
So according to the placard, this cross-stitch embroidery work was done by a little girl, an 11-year-old native girl, at a boarding school, at a residential school in Pope County, Arkansas, and was only allowed to embroider and sign in English, and she wasn't even allowed to sign it with her true name. Her name was Kutoyi and was forced to sign it as Nancy. I can't even imagine what this poor girl had to live through. So I actually got to meet Neil Armstrong during a USO tour when I was deployed in Iraq in 2011. I got to shake his hand. He was such a delightful man. And listening to him speak and tell the story of walking on the freaking moon.
I've said in the past that the First Amendment of our Constitution comes first for a reason. And I believe that the beautiful thing about the First Amendment, the right to free speech, that is, that the government cannot prosecute or punish a person for expressing an idea or an opinion, however unfavorable, I firmly believe and stand by that it is the First Amendment that is what allows the United States of America to be and remain the global art hub of the world. Obviously, people in other parts of the world, such as Germany and even China, these people are going to express themselves in their own way. It just might have to manifest a little differently. They might have to work around some restrictions and challenges that you or I, as American citizens, if you are one, might not have to cope with. What you are seeing here is 250 years of artistic expression of thoughts, opinions, grievances and concerns, the controversial and the commonplace. Not to say that censorship on our government's part has never ever happened, because it has. Just ask Mike Diana, for example. I personally believe, however, that it is America distinctly that allows the general public to push back against censorship in ways unprecedented in other countries. At least that's just my opinion. But for the sake of honesty, I also believe that in certain regards we can do better. A lot better. Arresting people for the possession of zines? Really? Are you kidding me? What was in these zines that was so terrible that they warranted prison sentences? Good Lord. I hope you enjoyed this video tour of the America 250 exhibition at Crystal Bridges Art Museum, as well as my semi-nonsensical ranting on the subject of art. I hope you can join me again someday for another video coming soon after I return home from a short stay in my home state of Maine. There's something else I want to go see and share with you all. Be good to each other.